read that shit last night. Alright. Y'all going out with me this morning, early shooting. I need all that. I need 2 more. I took that out there yesterday. Let's get general clean. There we go. I was actually going to quote something, and I know it's early, so hopefully this will upload sometime this afternoon if they're not too, But today we need to be like the wind. All right? This is from Miyamoto Musashi, the Book of 5 Rings. Some of you know that it's called some other things. Well, I see that. I knew it was going to happen sooner or later, and I know that there's 2 who are remaining kind of quiet. I was able to go on my laptop and actually see everybody who watched, and I love that. But I pay attention to everything. It's a necessity. Okay? It's like Noah's grandfather. You know who I'm talking about. 700, 800, whatever years old. So I took some notes. Not that I had to. But we're going to stop this. And my admins, my beloved brothers and sisters who I've selected, when you see individuals like this coming, you know exactly how I am because you're on my Facebook, you're on my Instagram. You know that I will not tolerate Ronald Reagan's Overbrook, Bellevue, Mountainside crazies running around just because they had a couple of children and they allowed them into the streets. Just because they allowed them out there don't mean that we want to harm or hurt them, but they don't have a voice here. They have a voice on earth, but they don't have a voice here. When I came and created this channel, it's because I need to teach. I didn't come here for some idiots who run around. Yeah, I'm going to call you that. I'm not here to be polite and nice. This is what it is. I'm going to let you know I love you. But I didn't here to come here because your imbalances in testosterone or estrogen levels are fucked up. Because of your diet. Because your mental aptitude or your apathy is not solid. And because you feel like you can call yourself whatever you want and play with words and mingle things that don't know the origin, and then speak and contradict yourself in your own shit, not in your own little paragraph of disillusion. So here we have this brother, whatever, with the last name Fleming. We're not even going to get into that because here we have a mosh podge of things. If you're going to call yourself a chief, first you need to understand the Latin origin of it, and in French, it means the head. So he claims to be a Choctaw, where we get Kawashito, which is also Japanese for black cattle. It's a word that we would never use here, but it's more in loop with a clan. We call the Jaguar clan. For those of us who are Chickasaw who actually speak the language, when they try to say the last pale skin's losing the language. Chickalonsalumpa, it's not even a word, it's a sound. All right? My great grandmother and grandpa are both from the Raccoon clan. Do you know how to say that? It's not a word, it's a sound. So here we have Chief Kawashito Fleming. Obviously, you don't have a picture. Let me help you understand something. When you want to write stuff about the 13 colonies were swarthy Europeans, you fucked up right there. There was no 13 colonies. And then you want to express that you have the proof. See, what you're doing is regurgitating some people's shit. Dane, maybe Ab. All of them are talking this shit. This is shit I've been talking for the last 5-6 years. And my admins can tell you that nobody wanted to listen to because I was fighting about this shit in the 70s. I know you have a hard time dealing with this, but we're not going to have that here. So we're gonna disembark and we're going to stop that shit. And any other idiot, whether you're fed or you want to play with words or whatever the fuck come, I'm going to dismiss you too. And see, we don't have to use the fake history books. See, there's those of us who actually know some things. And you'll never find out. So what you're going to do is you're going to save yourself the embarrassment. I mean, if you're going to sit there and talk about AKA Black Europeans, 13 common. and then speak without proper enunciations. And I'm no grammar police, all right, no grammar Nazi. But you know, you're gonna come over here typing. I wasn't even gonna entertain it. I was just gonna let it sit there for people to see. For those who listen, they know exactly where I stand. They know they'll probably be the first ones to come at you if they got sense and like, what the fuck is you talking about? Anyway, they did exist is what you express. Yes, we were the Confederacy. In fact, so you just contradict. The 13 colonies were swarthy Europeans. I guess maybe you were pale skinned by the last name of Fleming, which is based upon the swarthy complexion in Scotland. Antiquated with the British rule, and maybe even of Irish descent, right? Not of the twat. Well, if you got freckles, that means you're a Negro. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to another contradiction. In fact, now you're making you're platonic in your efficacy right here. You're making a statement. In fact, the Confederacy can trace as if we're having a conversation. You're not even paying attention to what I'm saying in the video. See, I could do this really well. I mean, you could have somebody come in here who was a very good writer and they can do a dance with rainbows around it and I would still tear this shit apart because I'm a historian here. In fact, the Confederacy can trace back to the ancient times. Back to the ancient times. It makes absolutely no sense. Where Azteca at. Either you were drinking, smoking meth, on some kind of drug, or you forgot to take your Ritalin or something. The union, and this is not hate. This is we're gonna spank your ass so you can shut the fuck up in my commentary. See, you're not building. What you're doing is you're attempting to assert something that is useless, based on regurgitation of a whole bunch of people's shit, and you didn't take notes appropriately and stuff that I've been talking about in the last, like I said, handful of years, but over a few decades. Well, I got in trouble in school. Told you, when I used to go down to South America in my 20s, they used to call me Omeka. It's not made up shit. I had two friends of mine who served with me, and we used to follow me all the time and say, you remember that shit? I was like, yeah, everywhere we went. Chiclet. I just get them niggas $10 to get the fuck out of here. And they would drop the box of chickens when they get $10 to take off. I'm like, God damn. All right, contradiction. And this, the aftermath of, we got to insert, but Civil War. The Civil War. So we have Europeans, swarthy, 13 colonies, black folks. In fact, the Confederacy can trace back to the ancient times. Now we're saying Europeans, in fact, ancient times, swarthy, Civil War to Azteca, at whatever the fuck that means. Yeah, I wouldn't even look that up. So that makes, and it's not like you got to act, which would be implying or indicative to a place we can research, which is not happening. The Civil War insert, because if questionable, contradiction to, AKA, as in, also known as the Black Europeans. Jesus, we're going back and forth. Grand Rising. Lord OCO, brother, y'all just popped up. We're correcting this guy here. You can go ahead and chafe Chief Cowistow Fleming, or you can redirect him and tell him you need to be quiet up on this platform. But we hopefully he'll come and see this, and we'll see if he's emotionally stable. Let me finish though. Grand Rising and Grand Elevations, beloved, beautiful ones, and I mean that. You don't have to be a big boob, so-called fake chiefess. All right, we could be brothers and sisters and be very direct. We're going to stop a lot of that fallacy too. That's going to be one of the topics we're going to discuss today. The more chemical, you know. We're going to get back to being the roots. You dig what I'm saying? And stop the fallacies. My grandmother worked at Overbrook, and she worked at Mountainside Psych Ward. I was taken as a child after child abuse. And, you know, she took us some raisins. It was very traumatizing, but it made us strong as fuck. So when you say one flew over the cuckoo's nest, yeah, we knew a few of them big son of a bitch toilet seat, bathroom sink, grabbing motherfuckers. Yeah, anyway. Because if our ancestors would have won that Civil War, we will still be on power. So we have a fourth contradiction. Now, it may sound like a third, but I read four. Why? Because he said the 13 colonies were swarthy Europeans, also known as black Europeans. Well, a lot of people have a hard time because in their dismay they forget where the word Europa or Europeans come from. It has nothing to do with that place, but a continent. A place where we were all indicative and we all knew, and that's why the statues were everywhere. Oh yeah, we had a statue of Europa over here. It had nothing to do with the people, but an existence of man. That's why I'm the one who's been pushing for people to go back to Library of Congress and study and dig up all you can while you can. And in your travels in every so-called fictional state, this is one big state, y'all, our state. This is the Republic, for which it stands by our guarantee, not these frauds. That's why they couldn't even erase it, because they wouldn't be able to take our energy. They need to fear anything with their little fucking weapons, little spec motherfuckers. They need to fear the fact that there's still us standing. There's nothing shit they can do. Black helicopters, all that, not a goddamn thing. They need to stay in their place and mind their manners while they're watching. They're not going to get what they're looking for. Shit like this. Let me further do this. So be mindful if you come in here thinking you've given a lesson in my shit. Go create your own little goofy platform. We're not going to have that shit. And I'm not going to actually respond to no more of these. I'm doing this now just to clear the air. When I say just it's serious, it's not a game. Obviously, Reagan's little children, their little motherfuckers, they led out of the psych ward, and some of them were successful and able to, manage along and have children. We got some of their offspring who think they're chiefs and shit. Yeah, that's a process. Even people want to call me chief. So I said, if you want to, it's all right. I don't buy into it. But they respect me because most people are claiming that shit. I had so-called chiefs who were actually selected to be. Told me, oh, you are red. You are definitely, you have the spirit of the ancestors. But I'm saying, but that's not our word. We never identified with that shit. Even though we all got along, we all knew each other. We had heads, but we had our big mamas or mama turtles. We had our big papas or papa turtles. We had those things, but we didn't, Anyway, then it states in the second paragraph that I addressed him, attempting to act like I understood what he said. Oh, have read up, and I guess he's saying, oh, I have, but he's emotional from the complexities of my return, and you can see this, the last video, his composure. Oh, have read up with 13 black insert colonies. He's still using black and white, so I take it this guy's. Yeah. Anyway, we're not gonna until he puts a face up. We can speculate. I'm not gonna say what he is. I don't care about crayon colors. But he's one of Reagan's children's children. Anyway, have strong picks. Oh, and this is when you get into the be assertive. Now you're gonna put in shit that's bullshit. This is how it's done, y'all. I want y'all to pay attention. Whenever you have a conversation, never be bound emotionally. I didn't get all up and be like, I gotta write this stuff down. I was like, saw it last night, and I said, okay, I replied. Woke up this morning, because I wake up early, I like to get out, put my feet in the dirt, and when the sun's rising, gaze over there so I don't go blind, and I get my little walk on, right? And I said, okay, I had a notification, so I pop up when I turn my phone on. There's a reply. So I'm pretty very direct one. Fuck, blah, blah, blah. Fuck that, Anyway, I said, let me just go live. And I told him I would do this. Now, I have StreamYard on this. I just haven't antiquated the two together. It's on my laptop, so it's my Gmail. I need to go ahead and swipe it up, and I need to activate it on my phone. Anyway. But this is the embarrassment you're going to get, people. I don't care if you're sick or whatever, you're off your meds, or if you're a Looney Tune in the basement of your great-grandpappy's house that you want to murder someone down the week. I don't give a fuck. I will go live and I will embarrass you. Even if you're unaware, and it's not to hurt you. I will embarrass you because it's like spanking a child. And you don't spank a child, but sometimes you've got to admonish them. You've got to let them know. Shh. And if nobody else is willing to shh, then everybody needs a munch. Because it's irresponsible. It's the problem with our people. There's no secrets. There's no don't say anything. When me and Kerry and Rod do that thing with gangs, we're going to hurt a lot of their little fucking goofy feelings. Any of you niggas in the same, and I say niggas to be plural and not platonic. All right? In the hood, talking about don't snitch, well, handle it. You ain't handling shit. You ain't fake shit. No, I would rat your asses out like you's motherfucking bad beans in the motherfucking soup. I mean, get you the fuck up out of there. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck what the COs do with you. You goofy motherfuckers. Just go and get you more abuse. Hell, if you never come out, I'm grateful to a fucked up system that you belong to. Don't be down my block doing goofy shit. I'd be like, yeah, it's about 30 of them motherfuckers. And I can tell you each house they in. And don't let them run away, because I'm going to pop a couple in their ass myself. Snitch your ass out and then set some motherfucking guillotine traps. And get your ass gone. That's right, I'll be back there booping. I'll bamboo shoots with excrement, digging holes and everything. When you go jumping over backyard, they be like, oh, nigga think he in Vietnam. I sure enough would. And I got a whole slew of grayed out motherfuckers that's ready to do that in those little goofy cities. Anyway, that you claim, them cities ain't nothing but vestiges for weak, low frequency and energy. Everything here is I want to take my time to get here. I'm going to read it from the beginning because it's comical. Oh, I supposed to say, I have read up on the 13 black colonies. No, you haven't. This is recent shit that people are talking about because everybody keeps inboxing me the shit I don't need. They're pointing it out to me because they know I've been talking about this stuff for decades. Some people who I grew up with, man, you've been saying this shit now so-and-so's talking about. Yeah, the word gets around. It was going to come out anyway. It's not on my doing. It was always meant to be. Just because a handful of us talked about it, nobody listened to us. They thought we were crazy on MySpace. It's coming around now. We knew it would. I have strong pillars, we meant to put an I. I have strong picks and everything. Where are you getting your, I forgot without the question mark, sources? You're asking me, but you have all the information. You have all the picks. Now, in the videos, I clearly state my times in the Library of Congress in the 80s, 90s, second floor, the card transaction, libraries, reading 2 or 3 books, overseas, been around the world, blah, 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 functions, helped a couple of wells, boom, boom, the whole narrative. This is a person who's obviously, and for those of you who may not see it, it might be like, yeah. Maybe some of y'all are Reagan's children, too. I told you I'm worse than Charleston White. And don't get it fucking twisted. I ain't got to be all too deep country and shit, speaking fast. But I wouldn't even use y'all as spuds to put in the fucking dirt to regrow when it comes to people like this. Not you specifically. These idiots who want to start surfacing their little goofy heads that I can quickly decapitate. Well, anyway, this is no harm into them. This person needs some real help, all right, people? This motherfucker needs some real help. And if you know him, you need to go ahead and do an affidavit. Get with a couple of these fake judges and get him some mental help if he's not willing to take natural herbs that still exist. Drink pine teas. Only 7 out of the 14 you can drink. And with some crabgrass, a few things that increases vitamin C, selenium and stuff, so we can get the neurons fighting and eat certain mushrooms that have that basic compound, that chemical that can restructure his and make him sound, and we can get around him, put hands on him and vibrate and bring him back to earth. This motherfucker's in the stratosphere somewhere. All right, well, anyway, there's a whole lot of us. Anyway, I'm going to say this again. I guess he's exerting them, but he doesn't have, semicolons or anything. He doesn't have his for those of you who've been in college, at least you did learn about bullet points and quotation marks and all that kind of goofy shit. I'm not big on it, but just saying. We never spoken English. Spoken English. Do you even know what spoken means? English or English. The English language is proposed a proprietary of our fucking sounds. It is our fucking language, and some Dutch and French and Latin. Like I was been saying, in order to speak these things, you must be some form of linguist. Hell, even those who speak many languages are starting to come to this affirmation that, oh shit, like water never existed. But you start speaking canoe and water, and you start speaking, and you go on all the places of Mesopotamia, whether it be the Canary Islands or so and so, you might learn this and know this shit. But you don't, which is all right. But we're clearing this up so people are actually being gifted the gift again. Some things that I want to talk about later down the road, eh? So this is where he goes. Now, for those of us who are Chickasaw that know that we're the Choctaw, we're one and the same. One chose to fight for the English, and the other chose to fight for the French because we saw a lesser of the evils. And we broke away because we were the grand warriors of the Yamasee Nation. So the Seminoles, the Pamunkey, the Cree, the fucking Geechee, the God damn, it's a whole slather. We all belong to the Yama Nation. I know motherfuckers still want to run around with the Yamasee because some motherfucker wrote Yamasee. Muscogee with the Muskogee language, right? With the V, and we're not gonna get that because we got a lot of Google masters who really think they're chiefs and they're the top of the cream. They work certain jobs. We're not attempting to track that. We want to enlighten people, okay? Get them away from the perversion of inner fight, because some people like that stuff, because some men like sleeping with men, and they like to hide that reality. So we're not going to have those little immoral bastions come running along and usurp some shit to prove something that has nothing to do with enlightening people. We're not going to play that game, because we're not going to be sick no longer. Can't wait till we walk that far. It's going to be a beautiful thing. We always spoken Algonquin, Iroquois, and Arawakan. The fuck is that? Does he mean Muskegon? My thing is beeping so I can make my dandelion tea, people. So, for those who like to read, and if you go back and read this, do not go hard on our brother, sister, whatever he is. Chief Cowisto, Fleming. Be polite. I think I gave him the little tongue lashing he required without going too harsh. I just wrote it down real quick. And I'm an artist, so I got chicken scratch. Literally. You ought to see when I do the chicken dance. Huh? Everybody loves it. That's going to happen. So my admins, you can handle it by just removing it. If it's not on the accord and it's a discourse, or you can leave it as a learning lesson. We're not here to promote hate. It's the last thing we want to do. But, yet, we are aware there are a lot of sick people. I was sick for a long time. We're not talking about on a mental chemical, like, you know what I mean? Like, there are some people who have some jinnah in them, some darkness, and they can smile, and we see it every day. People walking up to people will cut their throat in a heartbeat, push them in front of a train. There are forces that we can mitigate, that we used to control. They're here. Some angry spirits, if you want to use the word spirits. All right, they're here. Okay? people like our brother there, I see a lot of people like to call themselves chiefs. Why? Because it illuminates or falsely illuminates or exacts some kind of strength or power. Um, if you get peer power onto yourself, and you must exude this because you have people who follow you. I said again, I don't want followers. I need brothers. I need kindred. I need brothers and sisters, whether young and older, to walk a path, their path, where we all mitigate because we all serve a purpose. I don't know what everybody's path is, but I know the importance of what's got to be walked and why. I just know. And how do I know? Is I'm not going to get into dreams and all that. Then I'll be telling the enemy what they want to hear. It's for you to know self and for you to get on this path. But I'm not going to play a game. I know some people want to be like, oh, yeah, we're going to do it. It's not the same thing. I've knocked on a few people's doors and they done peeked out the curtain going, and you can hear them, oh, shit, that's Red Wolf. Oh, shit, you know? And I'm like, yeah, bro, I just want to talk to you, man. I set it up with your people in your neighborhood here at your ring. If you got a gun, don't worry. My boy over there, if you want to do something feisty, he's going to make sure that you end up in the same predicament that you, if you're a little coward. But we can go and talk at the gym. I mean, I know some people who got videos up training all the time, and I'm like, yo, my man, why you being disrespectful? I don't care about that boxing shit. I don't care about all that fighting. I'm a street fighter. I'm a guy who likes, no, man. No, it's no Supermans. Everybody get hurt bumps. We all win some and lose some. People need to stop being disrespectful and so honorary. There's a balance. There are those of us who lost the taste for all that combat shit. Fighting, you know, doing it long before a lot of these niggas had a beautiful life, went to war and come back. Killed or didn't kill nobody and they think they're the walking shit. No, motherfucker. Some of us saw that all our goddamn lives. So, and it was preparatory. You know what I mean? So there's reality to some things, you know? And there's some people who are stuck there. See, the way of the samurai, the real warrior, I hate them fucking words, man, is the ones to become a master of killing, but actually realize they need to be a master of self, and the last thing they want to do is walk around killing, but at any time they can call upon it. It's not what it's about, people. We have sick people. And we've all been sick some form or another because we're living in a time of lies. In order to come up out of the sickness, you must what? Cleanse yourself of it, right? Usually we're medicine men. That's what I've been called, as a medicine man, even on the reservation. So you know certain herbs and certain weeds, you see people hacking away because they don't know how to till the soil and grow grass. So you call them on it. They respect you when you really know. Joe 47, what's going on, brother? You know, and the thing is, most people lack that knowledge. And then you see somebody come along putting their fingers in the dirt, bare feet, planting corn, squash and beans. And then when your corn is standing over everybody else GMO corn, they're like, how? And then you corn stomp. You're doing a little dance ceremonially, you know? And they don't know that's even part of how we walk. That's part of our swag, especially in the Cherokee and the Chickasaw and the Cree Nation. They say some of us talk different, but we had that walk. And walking down, bopping down the street. That's why they used to hate the way we walk. That was the same way we walked through them woods, you know? Not getting hit by every thorn and not interrupting every hornet's nest and every spider web. That's our shit. Even when we doing sea walk and all that and blood walk and all that goofy shit, right? For them gangs and shit. Because we're blue like the ocean and blood are like the rivers that have flowed. But they don't even know that because they're being misled. And we're going to get to gangs by a bunch of good goofy fucking Masons and Masonic, all these other goofy motherfuckers and feds. So they made war with each other. But they had to be first selected and make sure that they were broken, removed from the stream of order. And when they saw that, they moved in and they had a lot of goofy fucking niggas. And we got plenty of them still right now. The feds working out there to harm our people. And them niggas gonna be seen. They ain't gonna be nowhere they can run. That's just a warning. No, the reality is it's it's there, but I'd rather it not be. I'd rather everybody go about their life and enjoy life and just, you know. But there's some of us who are meant to tell these stories. And when you create the harm you do, that means you're keeping war on the people you seeking this. That means you sought this out. You wanted this, and now that it's coming to fruition, you think you're good. That you brought this out? No, you were put in a position to be stuck to do the dumb shit to bring this forward. And it's going to get worse on them, those idiots. Thank goodness there are some who became whistleblowers and got away, and they kept them quiet. Not all. And so enough of us have talked and heard from them. And they're sorrowful for what they did, but we got a lot of goofy motherfuckers that don't know better. Any wrong on any life, no matter how it's performed or done or how it goes about, it's no good. Alright? Our brother there, send him a little energy. Maybe he can get that right. He's regurgitated. He came on the wrong platform to regurgitate shit that most people didn't know about that I shared long ago. Yeah, some people just don't know, but there are people here who know exactly who I am, and they know that I've been doing this for years. Ain't that right, Brother Lloyd? Ain't that right, Sister Sarada? You've been with me a couple of years. You know what I'm talking about. There's a few other admin that know me. And there's some people who come and see because they know I'm doing this from my hometown. Know I've been doing this for a long fucking time. I need my chocolate. You know, I told y'all, man, take care of that prostate. Eat you that jackfruit. Put away that fucking beef. Oh my goodness. It ain't sweet, but god damn, it's got that perfect taste. This with some coconut milk. Oh. If you want to go out there with your kids and you want to say, let's have some cocoa, hot cocoa. Get you some 100% cocoa, goddammit, and get you some coconut milk. Heat the shit up. Don't get it raw boiling. Drop your hot cocoa in that bitch. Stay away from the fuck. There is a vegan form of the marshmallow. Y'all know what it is, right? Google it. At least they won't lie about that. And you can have a good time camping and tap you some cinnamon in there. Man, not only healthy and good, bon appetit. You know what I'm saying? And your kids will love you for it. A love you can really, really feel forever. I know it seems like PG, grand elevations, brother. So we already rose. Grand elevations. Let's keep elevating today. Blissful up. Blissful up. All my Mach 1. So I'm going to go ahead and burn that later. When I sage. When I light my sage and give my little 2 puffs on my... Let me read the name of this shit again. Hold on, y'all. Because a lot of people know I don't like getting high. But I actually use this shit for medicinal because it helped me to run 10 miles. And when I'm throwing up blood from being poisoned, it helped me. Purple candy. I'm going to do the purple candy. I'm going to do the love dust. But yeah, this is script, y'all. This prescription. My shit prescription. I don't have to do like I used to do. I don't have to do all that, you know. And this is indica. This is that bombastic. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm going to take it in my grandpa's pipe in. I had to go and buy this because it didn't have the bone one I used to have. Oh, this is a real homemade joint, bro. This is old than a motherfucker. All right. I need somebody. I'm gonna have to give a Charles Henderson to have him make me a nice bone ivory one or something like that. I don't want nothing from no living animal. You know what I'm saying? But make me a nice hanger. You know what I'm saying? So I can put me a noggin in there and hit that motherfucker throughout the day. Just when I want to, just you know, get some pop. What you call percillin? You know, for mushrooms, eat like 2. I can't eat a whole mouthful like Tyson on them to correct neurons to fight properly. So we're gonna get some of that love dust up in here. That's when you really want to smoke with a significant other. You know, there's only really 3 women I'm looking at. One I'm solid on like a motherfucker. Boy, if she was here, I'll be like, smoke away, baby. I'll free you. Oh, I couldn't have been a crack dealer because you'd have been fucked up. I'd have fed your ass till you exploded. But I'd be like, smoke it, baby. Smoke, smoke, baby. Tongue all chocolate. I'm ready. And I'm full of pineapple juice. So, hey. All right, let me stop. Now I'm acting like I need to be on fucking Bellevue or something. All right, let me chill. Oh, yeah. And you don't use no fucking screen, pussies. So, anyway. Usually I take a couple puffs in the morning, around 6 or something before I do my walk. Start pushing. A lot of people just know when I'm walking, I start running. I end up running for like 2-3 miles, and I want to keep from running because of my knees. I want to take care of them, let my back heal a little better before I push for the 10 miles again. And maybe before the injuries are a motherfucker, you know. A lot of people think it's old age. I tell people, no, it's your diet and injuries. Please take care of the youth. Don't have them doing crazy, stupid sports. Things can be corrected, proper diet and all that. Some injuries, sometimes we have surgery, which I believe can be corrected. I'm just one by myself, so until I'm around the other energy with other knowledge, you know. And I study, I read up. But like I say, we have to be a family again. That word is so minimizing, but we need to become one. We need to walk the earth together, till the soil, breathe the same air. Hell, if lay down and give up the ghost together, then so be it. I think we had H's come on who ran off. Will you hear what he said? They like to weaponize everything. That's why I say key things. And if they're really as smart as they think they are, yeah, I know they're not. Extra long 14 stem shuttle. Oh, okay. I'm gonna tap into that later, brother. I appreciate that. I know that Ra, she shows me. I ordered one of these nice, like, things you can put like a blunt in, like the smoke. My blunts will last me. Like, some people say, they go, how you do it? I put it in a Ziploc. I keep it in the fucking fridge. You know, with a little water, it stays moist. It's very like a drop of water. So that way when I pull it out, it don't be crumbling to break it. I can smoke it for a week. 2 puffs. It's delicious. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not big on nicotine, right? And I'm going to share this on here. I mean, these motherfuckers ain't paying me and shit. All right? But everybody know Red. They know that I want to roll a fucking blunt. I'm going to roll a fucking blunt, okay? But most time, people come to me and they can smoke. And they come because they know they can't use me. I'll be like, yo, smoke that blunt. Because I know you're a head monster. Just smoke the motherfucker. And then I'll be chefing. What you making? I'm making some teriyaki jackfruit. I got some chickpeas. I got some Hindu style lentils with the turmeric. You know, boom, boom, boom. Nigga, I'm like, yeah, sit down. We're going to eat. Pop a movie in, war movie or whatever the fuck. And then we chat it up. You know, and it's all love. So I got people come through, man. It's grand. The young girls, I got to keep them away. They want to jump on Poppy's big thing. And I'm like, yeah, saving that for a special lady. Maybe a few, if they can get together where they can work together and they see the importance and they can love and know the love is exact with them. Yo, man, I'm like one of the few men when they got good seed left. Yeah, that's right. I just heard a bubble. I want to make sure, see if it's too hot. Y'all know, man, I gotta, you know. King Benji, what's going on, family? See, I respect nigga. I respect a nigga like that. Got King Benji. See, he keeping it solid. He ain't running around calling himself a chief. Don't come on my group talking about you a chief and shit. And I'm gonna say, okay, which one, Latin or French? We don't use those words. If you want to call me chief, I respect you. I love you. Just call me Big Papa, Big Brother. Okay? It'll make me feel better and say, yo, young brother. We're all young, really. I love the love in a group, man. That's what I love. Yeah, I'm going to tap into that. The 14. I'm going to tap into that, Lord. What is that anyway? So people understand if they can't tap into it. Break it down so when you pop up, I can see it anyway. I can read it. But yeah, anything that anybody shares, as long as you ain't clickbaiting and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check it out. Engine guy, hey, y'all popping up and pop, y'all. Yeah, you know how they doing us. It ain't like I got a straight stream like back in the day because my chat's on, and it just doesn't do it. And I says, I came on to correct that fallacy. We want to maintain and keep those people. We don't want to harm them. But we want to make sure that they're respectful and responsible. Because I've seen that in numerous groups, and I used to be like, why this idiot even saying something? Like, are you aware you saying some real extravagant dumb shit? Long stem tobacco pipes. That's what I thought. I'm gonna tap into it. I'm gonna save it on my screen, and I'm gonna order a couple today. I just ordered another Trichicon because my Hollison, I'm returning that. Now I don't want to put it. Even though I'm building up. I bought a kit where I can build 3 guns, and it costs $9.99. So I got that box over there, and I got another rifle, Bear Creek Arsenal upper I'm using because of the Picatinny reel. I like to go into this stuff. This is stuff that y'all come here, y'all gonna love and enjoy. Gunsmithing, Sonora Desert, gunsmithing class. I'm building my 4th rifle, and I like doing that. And I got the innards. I went over to Salt Lake City, like St. George, Utah, and there's a couple of places over there where you can buy some really, really nice stuff, straight triggers, blah, blah, blah. I ordered a couple of those binaries. I don't need them. I prefer to just bust one at a time, and I know I can rock off 10 real quick. This is almost as quick as a fucking full to keep your ass down. But training-wise, there's certain things, I purchased, a Trichicon for my Meta, my Canic Meta. And I have a few of them. I have the newest one too. And I just don't, I like Hollison. I have it on my 223 Wii and a few other things, Wise and a few other things. I just, ain't with that. So give me my fucking money back for that one. I purchased one for about $50, $60 more for something. And that's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? I love to see the love. That's what's up, man. Sister Moonfair, hey. That's what's up. That's what's up. Beautiful. But when those come, when any of those that come, like the ones who have visited me, come and stayed, they've had a great time. I've taken them to Jerome, where you can get like the real copper fucking, because the copper mines, cups and cookware and shit, forks and spoons. They're like, holy shit. They were like going crazy. I was like, okay, calm down, nigga. I got a big truck, right? And they go over there for the ones that like to eat the burgers. Restaurant to sell the best burgers, and they've got the veggie wraps. A good friend of mine, used to ex-military. He's got I go in there and get my daughter loved it when she came here from Florida. Have the wrap sandwiches. There's a lot of places and some vintage places where you want to stay up in a hotel. It's just lovely. It's beautiful. So for whoever does come and we set up, whether we tent out at a site, or hey, what's going on, Suzanne Thompson? Grand elevations. But like I said, we want to set it up where we can get a lot of people out. And I know that usually there's a lot of people who get vacations around the same time for those who are still working, and some people are kind of check to check. You just got to manage yourselves a little better, because even I can manage $700-800 a month if I wanted to, at least 5 easily, where I don't have to buy certain things. I mean, I've got tons of water, I got plenty. Boom. Some things I get ordered, certain foods are ordered automatically every month. I don't have to worry about anything as far as my dietary. And then besides going to certain places and picking up certain fruits and vegetables. Like right now I'm looking for organic watermelons. I feel like I gotta make a small little mini greenhouses to grow goddamn watermelon to have year round inside my home. You know what I mean? Like, I know how to. It's just, this is the system we're dealing with, and we do not give this system no more power. You dig what I'm saying? So again, I'd love for y'all to come. Y'all saw the rifle I built, right? Who didn't see the rifle I built? I'm not going to show you all of them, but this is one of my favorites. They actually took a picture and put up at Gunfighter Canyon. They were like, dude, once I got it Cerakoted and everything, they loved it when they shot before I had sent it off to get Cerakoted. We even sighted it in. when I had to take all the sights off, you know, expensive fucking sights. It's about, if somebody's buy, it's about a $4,000 rifle AR platform, built around 5.56, which shoots 223. You know, yeah, jackfruit is really good. It is. It is. Let me grab this motherfucker because I'm taking it out today and I'm gonna run this bitch like I'm not gonna run it to break it down because I mean I built the motherfucker. I gotta take the ammo out. But yeah, she sighted in to at 800. She sighted to 800 to 1,000 yards. These are very expensive. These right here. This is not the little 2,000, 3,000 one that I have on some of my other AR platforms. But this one right here is this is a combat one. This one's for, you know, when you want to really get, you know, in the gruffer stuff. So this is the one I built. I'm not gonna say all the stuff that I put in her. Obviously I'm not at a range shooting, so I don't have to speak nothing about a YouTube friendly or what you call it, magazine that's not beyond a specific, you know, a number. So yes, I would go with the 25 round magazine for the YouTube algorithm and everything. But yeah, so I had this about a $500 Cerakote job, and I let a friend of mine who's going, he's going to be on the FBI or the CIA. He's going to be on one or the other. It's just his choice because he's a tactical trainer and everything like that. A good friend of mine, love him to death, ex-Marine, and I let him shoot it just the other day, and he just like, wow, bruh. He's like, damn, hardly no recoil. Well, it took me time to get everything that I needed to build it up, and this is what I do. This is one of my passions, other than inventing stuff, art. And I love when people come out here, and I like my daughter when she was shooting the 22 one, right? She was like, I was like, you need to shoot bigger and bigger, and she can handle it. She was surprised. Women who got a good sense of center balance, they really enjoy it. That's why I don't only buy enough ammo to train myself, but I also make sure when people visit they can have a good little time and just enjoy, whether it be a few shots. You'd be surprised. I've never had a person to shoot a firearm and go, you know. We see the ones who are emotionally brought that way. They, you know, that's like their first thing. So I like the single or double single slings. So yeah, I build rifles. Do I sell them? No, I don't have an FFL. I can where I live at. But I'm gonna do a background check on a motherfucker. Like I said, I snitch your ass out. If I think you if I smell blood on your motherfucking ass, I'll be like, nigga, what you do? Oh, I was just scanning the turkey. Okay, all right. I want to see the turkey, motherfucker. I'm gonna rat your ass out until we get our land 200, 300, 400 acres and we building on that shit and we policing our own fucking people. We don't need no goddamn paperwork to play that little fake ass 40-acre Washington State bullshit. Foreign ideology. See, that's the knowledge people need, all right? And that's some real talk. So you come visit me, everybody's gonna know how to shoot, goddamn, as far as I'm concerned. And if you already know how to do it, don't come to me being a show off, talking all that gun jack shit. You know, I'm gonna hurt your little feelings. I'm gonna take you around, motherfuckers are gonna look at you and be like, one of them, huh? I'm like, yeah, but we love them. So just walk around. That's just the way it's gonna happen. I don't give a fuck if you've been hunting with your grandpappy all your fucking life. There's levels to this shit. And then we break out the bows and shit, and we see what you're really made of. And then we break out the hatchets and see where how well you can throw. Shit is important, people. You dig what I'm saying? You know, they always said the French introduced the hatchet to us. I used to laugh and say, bullshit. They turned around and used it against us. It was a great building fucking tool. Fuck out of here. They always got to have some kind of lie in the mix. But redskin was the red scalp of a nigga. That's why nigga is synonymous with Indian. Or Indian. One and the same. If you want to say an Abo or indigenous, he's a fucking Indian. What's the difference? We're bigger than that, but just for the sake of commerce and arguments. Most people ain't know what they be saying. Like the ones that want to dismiss you and say you from South Africa, those are fucking idiots. They probably paid by some goofy fuck. Believe me, there's enough people out here paying for the discourse And they stupid. You just pay them no fucking mind. Because they're a vice unto themselves. Now, this one right here, there's some imbalance. I just wanted to make sure Chief was all right. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't to hurt or harm. It was to say, I want y'all paying attention and see these individuals. All right? There's no beating up nobody here. If anybody's going to beat somebody up, it'll be me or my admin. But all that other shit, no, we don't express that here. You're here to fucking learn. We want to see students become teachers and teachers who remain students. And you know that way we keep, when our youth come into this world, they remain the light they're supposed to be instead of lied to. See, there's 2 L's, right? Or 3? Light, lied to, and then loser, right? We don't need losers. So we got to stop the lie so we can remain the light, right? Okay. And we can still enjoy the haggardashy of this world and shit. You dig what I'm saying? It's happened to be, I'm ex-military, so there's certain things I enjoy doing. And it's fun, because those are people who I can converse with, and we have a respect. And then the foreigners, I hate calling people foreign on earth, but you know what I'm saying? The people who don't know these truths that we speak of, who come here with the false image by a system created by the Rockefellers all over to make everybody dumb and not remember pre-fucking, 1800s. So people are in this stigma. They're coming out, but we have to be the light. And we can enjoy this shit. So I stand around a lot of veterans most of the time. And so I see these brothers and sisters come around. And then when you converse with them and you let them know that you've been there, it's icebreaker, right? And the first thing they do, oh, really? Well, I'm so-and-so. You got some arrogant ones who got a little bit that worthless ass fiat. So they think they're big. And they look at you like, because of fake media and everything else. Black Lives Matter, and we're struggling. Nigga, I ain't struggling with shit. Only goofballs are struggling in goofy cities and suburbs, because you can see it and hear it in their voices when they talk, and they get doing their little lies. They sound like something off a fucking cartoon with apathy or something. I'm just sitting there saying, dude, you need to come up out them cities, bro. I'm just saying, you're on your soil. Go where the fuck you want. Be who the fuck you want to be. Just don't be, not none of this new shit. Obviously, we don't want you niggas running around who was in the movie talking about come up out and they falling into dark space, and next you know the nigga on a magazine wearing fishnet stockings. No. That's why we teach people how to throw hatchets and shit. I'm just kidding. No threat to nobody, all right? No threat to nobody. You want to get up in your 50s, you want to feel like you're 18. You dig what I'm saying? Check out Tactical Tangerine. That's my sister. Y'all on Instagram. Me and her converse. Yeah. But she's she's off into that metaverse and that TFA shit, that NFT. We're not here for that shit, all right? Now, if you want to do that, go on over there. And tell me how it works out. It's cool. I think it's great. I actually sent Mike Tyson an email. I don't know if he's going to respond. He used to back in the day. About that NFT and shit like that. He's just kind of starting dabbling in it. Motherfucker got millions again. He fought to get back to where he's at, Now, for those who are inquisitive that way, I have an issue with other people. Are you going to buy 100 acres and sell 40 families? Come on. Those who can build, those who know masonry. I ain't talking about sonic shit. Who know masonry, know how to work a compass, protractor, this, that, and build. Those who are artists, are you going to say, let's go ahead and get some foundations poured based not off of their concrete, but the way we used to take seashells, create our own and hardening bases, and use the right things, and find dead wood to refurbish, and a way to burn and treat with certain saps and oils out of pine. See, that's the way we're supposed to be doing it. No, you motherfuckers get rich, and the first thing you're going to do is buy a Huracan or some fucking Mustang or some goofy shit. You're going to run around and buy some stupid jewels and fuck your teeth up with that goofy shit all up in your mouth. No, that was our way. Shut the fuck up. Burial. See, how people don't know shit. And they've been misled by a bunch of goofy motherfuckers who are in these little cults and secret societies and goofy cane-swinging motherfuckers. See, there are those of us who know some shit, who tend to tell you some shit so you can make sure that we remember some shit, that maybe we will know some more shit. That's why I said I'm here to fucking teach, because I had over 300 people ask me, Red, teach. All right? So I say I got 14 likes, 19 motherfuckers watching, we had up to 30. What the fuck is wrong with the rest of y'all liking? You don't like what I'm saying? Take your ass monkey the fuck somewhere else. I don't hear that, well, I just don't like on shit. We need the algorithm to get out to the people who are important. Get the fuck up out of here. I'll make sure that you never come and you can watch again. Because I'm going to keep sharing some shit. You better believe that shit. I will get your monkey asses up out of here. I'll make sure that you can't come. Oh yeah, I'm computer illiterate. I'm computer illiterate, just like that. I'm making my business a study. Not only do I read a whole bunch of shit, I'm making my business, like my brother that worked with the CIA. I'm making my business, who built and wrote hardware and all that, to know how to do some shit. So don't come over here, I fucking. Yeah, I'm a country motherfucker. But I was born and raised in the city and suburbs of Eagle Rock Reservation. And get it fucking twisted. All right? Some serious goddamn times, man. We need this to get out to the kids. And I'm going to yo, this is why I need to go ahead and get the StreamYard, so I can bring some of y'all on. I've seen some of y'all talk. And we can have it where it's child friendly. We need that shit. We need child friendly. And I'm always putting no, because I know I'm going to say some things I don't believe our young brothers and sisters need to be hearing. Isn't it funny how in the 40s, 50s, 60s, we always called even our kids our younger brothers and sisters? We went away, now it's our kids. We've become so lost in destructive families that, like the ones that I help bring in, I call them my son and daughter. Those are my younger brother and sister. I'm like, those are my jefes, you know. Those are my little jefes, right? Those are going to be somebody's abuelas, you know what I'm saying? Abuelas and shit soon. So, no, we got, you know, mi hermano and mi hermana. We got to, I know I look at it, but don't worry. They're family too, but I'm not. I'm a straight up nigga. Don't get it. I'm nigga-lations 101 if you can't get it right. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. But, they're our younger brothers and sisters, and some of these things need to be where we can show that we can be conservative in how we carry ourselves, the way we litigate it and legislate it. We're still the same people, even with them toxifying everything and poisoning us and fucking us up. All right, now we fuck them up and show them how we break free of that shit. You know, people used to be like this, like a year and a half ago when I was at the gym and I got up under 315 pounds, and my boy was like, "You sure, Red?" I told you I ain't with the powerlifting no more and all the heavy lifting, so I repped it 5 times. Then my blood pressure dropped, and I was like, oh shit. But that's because I kept it. I had it tested. This shit's pure poison. This shit called Native. It's a protein powder. It fucked my system up for about 6 months. And I took it over there and I told the company it doesn't even exist. I said, I'm gonna sue you fucks. So you know they do, they hide. They make this shit in their bathtubs, I think. That's why I said I got to stay with my vegetables and shit. Leave all them powders and stuff alone. These kids need to know this stuff because they still have a way to get in touch and all this crap. And you see these corporations, these systems, they don't care about lives. Just like doctors, right? They're not there to cure you. In their minds, they might believe like, okay, they're going to make you feel better. Making us feel better or comfortable when it's a cure, they're not herbalists. They're methodic in destruction, and they don't even know it. And some of them do know it, and they become sociopaths. I remember when they caught that little Mexican motherfucker that chopped up that child on video because the family didn't want to give the money. Do you think that worthless ass government with them corrupt ass officials is going to keep that nigga locked up? No, even in this motherfucker, I got friends who were locked up said, oh man, we were taking some places and we was, you know, prominent places. I guess the people ain't do right. And we were let loose on that house to get rid of everybody in it. And I was like, nigga, he says, man, don't say nothing, bro. He says, yeah, man, a few times, man. And got off my sentence and everything else. And I was like, is you working for the government? We don't know, man. They would come and get us. Put us in this big ass clothing truck. I'm talking about in the 90s, yo. Some of y'all motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. They take him up to some place. It'd be dark, blacked out, federal agents or whatever the fuck, whoever. They have a key, they go in his house and they kill everybody in the house. You probably just never paid attention to the media. Friends of mine that were locked up, straight up hitters. And they had them tell me that shit. Y'all would never say their name on here. When I tell you that growing up in North, going to Brooklyn, buying weed, being walked to a bathroom and look at this Spanish motherfucker chopped up in the bathtub or this woman hacked the fuck up, hanging in the closet. I was like, what the fuck is this? And nigga, now you know. Just keep getting your bricks, nigga. I was like, what the fuck, I don't need to see this. I see this in my hometown. I go down Prince Street Projects and walk around fucking by. I'm not gonna say too much, goddamn, and see a motherfucker decapitated back in the motherfucking 80s. The fuck? I wasn't impressed. Y'all know what I'm talking. For those of you who know, go on in your 60s, you know what I'm talking about. So that shit, you it's not that you become numb. I like to feel. You realize how turbulent the times we're in. And we see the disease and the sickness. The thing is to make sure that our young brothers and sisters don't have to. They equipped to deal with it, but they don't have to. We have a system that's so full of lies and so sick that preparation is more eminent than anything, but also knowing who the fuck they are and what they're capable of inside. To burn away all the apertures and all the falsitudes and all the lies and all the disparities, the education system, right? We know, see, it's funny how, all right, Lloyd, who remembers me putting up the black and the white system when they blocked me over 8 months ago, talking about them motherfuckers work for the CIA. That was so Rockefeller, who pays CIA, created them, so that they could make sure that we were given to the education system, so they can indoctrinate us more. Because before that, in the 50s and 40s, we weren't really doing the schools. We knew we was out there farming and cultivating and building. We was working on cars and shit. We wasn't in these systems. That was for the pale skinned motherfuckers to learn about us. Fucking hell, even that betraying ass agent Martin Luther King and all them other goofy niggas told you that. They gave cups of teas, nobody paid attention. Mega Apple was going to a witch card when he was shot down to get the fucking tribes together. Y'all, boy, y'all don't really want to get deep off into this shit. Now there's some people that know some shit. But when I said that shit, now all of a sudden, now everybody know about it. Oh yeah, Rockefeller, he paid them bitches for the feminist movement, so that way they can make sure we can indoctrinate with more lies in school system. We can have people further from the truth. And yet they own motherfucking. How are we allowing these punk motherfuckers to own anything? Bilderbergs, Morgans, Rockefellers, all them goofy motherfuckers. And the same ones walking around talking about white power, we hate Zionists. Well, they doing the Zionists the fucking Jewish work. The stupid motherfuckers. They don't even know real history. You know, what's his name? Randy Savage. We need to snap it to a Slim Jim. How the fuck? That's what niggas need to slap it to a fucking Slim Jim and take a bite out of a fucking lie. But people don't want to do that. Not until it starts surfacing and it becomes where everybody thinks they're gonna be some kind of center of power. What kind of fake efficacy is that, man? Fuck out of here. We gotta be a family. We gotta be a unit, cohesion. And anybody who's in there seeking to be the one, bitch, this ain't no Jet Li movie. You're gonna end up in the ducks, all right. Foundation or something, nigga. Move a damn. Fuck out of here. This is everybody together type thing. And we don't need leaders. We don't need no more of that. We don't need that. And somebody said, well, Red, you need leaders. No, nigga, you just need to listen and motherfucking walk on your own 2 feet, dummy. Fuck wrong with you? We need to walk side by side, nigga. I know women right now who would jump in the front and lead motherfuckers, man. I'm serious. Most niggas will talk that way, but from facts, based on facts. I seen niggas jump behind some shit or jump like they motherfucking stepping in hot grits. And they the one pulling the trigger. pussies. Now, I've seen women cold as ice. Motherfucker walk up and they stab a bitch eye out and turn around and walk away that slow. Niggas look like roach scurrying when they shoot the gun. I'm not making this up, man. Something's wrong. We need to find balance where we're not harming one another, but we need to know who the soldiers are, so they can be the security forces. And if anybody go with that corrupt shit, your ass gonna get dealt with. Oh, that's not a warning. That's just the way it's gonna fucking work. We're gonna weed out and get rid of all that shit. There's no gonna be no fear, none of that shit. We're gonna actually walk and find balance. The moment we find a motherfucker going against, well, you was an agent, as far as I'm concerned. While you're working in Jannah, you got darkness around you. You're gonna be given a chance. And if you can't circumvent that and you want to lie, and somebody senses it, and we're not talking about some goofy little children running around some fake story of some selling witch trials where they were burning out fucking women. Okay? No, I feel it. They're still evil. We'll smack you in the mouth and shut the fuck up. We don't hear that shit. The light always tells the direction it's going, and the darkness always tells on its fucking self. That's how serious this shit is, and most people are fucking cowards and scared. And they don't know that they're stronger than them. They're stronger than anything. They just haven't tapped into that truth because we have been encircled and swarmed with fear all our lives and darkness. Jannah. We have not been able to let the Lord Ember become the Hoa, the light that it is. We just have not. But see, when the light starts coming up, it has to have protectors. And then we're out here. Ain't that right, Lord? Tell them. We're out here. Sarada, sister, tell them. And we ain't playing. I don't like movements. I don't like groups. I don't believe. One thing I definitely don't believe in, when I people talking about, yeah, what's this indigenous movement? What the fuck is that? Like I said, you need an outhouse, nigga? You need a compost toilet or something? What the fuck? You want to flush? This is not this is not a movement. You are actually always been in your life, just confusion. Thing is, to take back what's yours, how much taking back do you got to do as long as you know? Oh, because they say you got to do all this and run circle jerks and all that kind of shit. Bullshit. They're the ones that need to be running circles to continue to prove you a liar, because that's all they've been doing is making you believe that everything you know is false when they've been the liars. One lie on top of another lie on top of another. Lori Lightfoot in Chicago. The bitch looked like some backward toad motherfucking Indian, like one of the ones that got away, and we were supposed to put that motherfucker in the well and throw rocks in that bitch. Had the nerve to walk around with a kilt on, Lori Lightfoot. Oh, no, we don't want to harm nobody, but I'm just making it's a little humor there too now. Cynical, but yeah. Come on, people. Jesse Jackson, full-blooded fucking Cherokee, y'all. When is people going to get it through the thick heads? Are y'all aware who backed and funded motherfucking that sorry ass nigga who faggot ass motherfucker? Nothing against homosexual, you know. I ain't got my godfather Tyrone, Vietnam vet, was a homosexual, but he was the best man around me and he made sure I was a man. See, that was a real motherfucker. So nothing against homosexuals, man. Some of y'all cooler than a motherfucker. We're just not gonna have them ways pushed around, and we ain't gonna have no pedos manipulating our children, because we'll cut you down. And you fuck what you do behind them goddamn closed doors. That's where it better stay at. Yeah, just like that. Until we wean that the fuck out. Alright. So we know that J. Edgar Hoover was funded by who? Who was that? See, I never heard nobody talk about that. Who funded J. Edgar Hoover Elliot Ness, that fucking mulatto, to be the fucking men they became. I think Elliot Ness didn't want J. Hoover. He didn't want to butt fuck J. Hoover. That's why he ended up the way he did. Y'all, boy, we've been giving lies after lies, even during our times. And that's the reason why they want World War III. They're trying to speed that shit up right now like a motherfucker. We've been over there fighting in Ukraine for the last since 2012. Like, all of a sudden now it's newsworthy because you listen to these goofy motherfuckers in the news. And you see a lot of them ain't riding the trains no more because they know that they're going to get their ass whooped. That's sad, but that's you walk that life, you live that life. What do you think is going to happen, right? I want y'all to share this. If you got children old enough, or if you got young brothers and sisters who you brought into this world, you want them to walk into the light, you want to share this with them so they have a little more knowledge, they can see things, and they can sit. It's not for us to go out there thinking that we're all empaths. I hate when somebody says, I'm an empath. I'm like, okay. You an empath. Can I take your fingers and stick them move that socket inlet and put your fingers on, just because, see, if you know what a real empath is, you know what they're capable of. If you can't handle that motherfucking 112, well, the amps coming out, that was it 5 or 6 amps? I forget. Anyway, it's been a long time. But you know, if you can't handle that and your ass zap and you knock me out and we blade on the floor and your ass heart, you don't resuscitate, you are not really an empath. See, that means people really don't know what an empath is. That's why I get tired when people say something, claim something. I'm sitting there going, okay, using a word that's been thrown around, too many Harry Potters and too many motherfucking Dungeons and Dragons, or anyway. And that's a reality. And a lot of people, they gotta believe, no, we are capable, so much capable of so much more shit. We can communicate on levels that have nothing to do with this. I told you that most of the time when we're looking at each other talk, right? A lot of us are actually not saying words, we're talking with sounds. And some people say, oh, you talk too fast, you don't know what you're doing. I said, no, you just can't hear the vibrations. So I'm speaking the same fucking words, but you're just not listening because you're hearing something different. But I'm saying, I'm clear in my head. I know what I'm saying, but you're hearing it on a different frequency. Then you have the people that come along, yeah, you know, I had to let the motherfucker know, and this is what happened, and, you know, and we had to call not the ambulance, but we had to call the bambulance. You know, then you got them motherfuckers that's on we gotta, you know what I'm saying? And then you have them people that come out, no, sir, I need the tomato to be mixed with the potatoes and the asparagus, put it on the side, and make sure the spoon and the silverware and everything is in the proper place. Then you have them people go out, and they want to get some shrimp, we need some potatoes, we're gonna motherfucker make it happen. These are vibrations and frequencies. You dig what I'm saying? These are sounds that have been given meaning. Education was to instill that when you say brioche, you know there was an I-O-U-S or C-E hyphen, right? You know, see, without that given to us, we would have never accepted and knew that we were making sounds, and that was communication. And they couldn't have redirected words to mean other things other than and implicate something else when they know what it actually means, when we are mismanaged and misutilizing it unknowingly. So there are some of us where the light is shining a little lighter, right? And there's a lot of us who still have too much darkness because we won't listen. How many of y'all made the eye-to-eye contact? How many of y'all sit there and tell your children, if you still call them that, to sit their monkey ass down. Tell your wife or your husband, sit his monkey ass down. Ain't nobody eating, and I don't give a fuck how you feel. If the motherfucker want to fight, sometimes you gotta get rid of motherfucking. You gotta go into the hole for 12 years, okay? When we change, and don't worry, we're gonna be there to get you. The thing is, you gotta make a stand in your life and say, this is how the fuck it's gonna go down. And this is what we're gonna do until you get to that place where you realize, I went through all that to get here, but I'm grateful I did, and hope y'all can forgive me. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes it can't work out well for everybody. Everybody's not in a place, their fortress of solitude where they're alone. And they can put away and turn this shit off and put it in some place where they can turn the mic on, but they can't hear you. And you can turn off the TVs and lay them down, and you can put them the fuck away in the shed. When you have a house where you just light candles, and all they can do is do infrared and don't know what the fuck you're saying, because you found your zone. You dig what I'm saying? So we had somebody that liked it, and then they removed it. There's some people are funny as shit. I'm not here for your goddamn likes, but in order to beat the algorithms and to get the people to know some things that are important, to be able to move forward, these things are important. So meditation is important. I always tell people, if you want to change your diet, Hindu diets are excellent. When you get into turmeric, you're getting cumin, you're getting all the spices, herbs. Italian, as long as you're staying away from the pasta that spikes blood sugar. That pasta is no, unless you know pasta who are making using semolina, all right, a spelt. As long as they're not using flour. And if you know how to learn how to make your own sauce, I like to make my own tomato sauce, all right? Basil, holy basil is the best. Fresh, chopped up, not cooked, unless you're going to boil, use regular basil, hardened, right? When you're hooking up your pastas and everything like that. We need the herbs. We need all the healthy of the herbs and the spices we can get, because those are the things that are going to benefit us. Bring clarity, purify our blood, okay? And most people don't partake in those things. Salt and pepper, and the salt is garbage. The pepper is not even really good. Those are the things that we need to be managing, people, all right? And so we need to raise our vibrations, frequencies, our light. It's all the same thing. The light is based upon a what? Lewis Latimer, right? What is the filament doing? He's the ancestor of the ones who made the light. Going back probably fucking 15, 20 generations. That's what they don't tell you. It's vibrations, it's frequency. It's a beautiful thing. And when you can increase your vibration, imagine what you could do, what you can move. And imagine if you're around people who can raise their frequency and vibration at the same time with a thought. See, that's why I say people aren't aware of what they're really capable of, and they don't want you to know what you're really capable of. Because you won't even walk into that you're not taught in the system to how to do this. The people over you are not going to teach you this. So how are you going to know? They're going to give you Star Wars based off our stories. Oh, the Jedi, Metachlorians. It's nothing but frequency and vibrations. The living soul around you. The Mother Earth, the roots. Avatar. They go to the big tree. They had to chop them down, the giants. They had them chopping them down, so we had our engines going kill. We were the giant killers. Those stories are true. The Mother Earth, we called upon her. The women did, and she blew her fucking lid and separated the continent. The Republic, and became several continents. And we peppered the fucking sun and the moon. They're both the same size. The proof is in the pudding. They're right above us. If at 300,000 feet. See, nobody wants to believe nothing because we've been incorporated into a system of lies. The database is there. Everything is there to point to the truth. And there's enough in our ancestral teachings that are elusive. But they lead us right back to that truth. But we're so indoctrinated in a short period of time. But thank goodness it's within us to know better. Okay? We don't need no more goofy ass hell bops talking about purple and goofy shit. Take us to Planet Rise and Jim Jones and all them goofy motherfuckers. We don't need that no more. Fake ass pope pimp preachers standing up on a podium over everybody doing a fucking a goddamn bottom belly circus routine in front of you. No, we need motherfuckers who are going to say, look, if I'm going to talk this, if you walk into this, you're going to see for yourself. I'll hold your hand for a little part of the way, but you got to step into this, and just don't make yourself believe it. Allow yourself to see it for yourself. Fuck what I'm saying. Actually, get into it, get involved, and see for your goddamn self. It doesn't stop you from being you, but it helps you to elevate yourself at increments. And then we can have that real conversation. And then there's some people who made their way here because they took that plunge. Now they're like, holy shit. Some of them even got rid of their goddamn accounts. How do I know? Because when they come through town, they stop by. How's it going? Turn your phone off. I'm like, God damn, man, you good? I know there's a place I'm going, so we want to have a conversation. So, well, let's walk around the side. And We have that conversation on low tone. And I'm like, oh, you reached that pinnacle. Yeah, brother. And I want you to introduce somebody. And a motherfucker walk up out of nowhere. I'm like, well, how the fuck? I need to get to your vibrations. I'm just still attempting to convince people like I did with you. And look at what the fuck is you doing? And I could feel them walking. I knew somebody's coming. But how did they know to come out when he said it? I was like, I'm not even at that level. And I introduced this person to search themselves. Nigga started going to yoga and everything. This motherfucker don't have no cell phones. He got two-way radio. Nigga got solar panels on his truck. This nigga travels all around. He don't recognize states. I can't say how he keeps his rifles. I can't do it. You would think the nigga was a drug dealer. And this motherfucker is one with the fucking... I saw him, what, about 5 months ago? It's popped up out of nowhere. That's what I'm saying. When the girl walked around fucking... When he said, yeah, I want to introduce somebody, she just walked up. We was talking low, so she couldn't hear. She just walked out. How you doing? And she's talking low. I was like, all right. There was a couple of little half Navajo colored children playing across the street, and they love me to death, and nobody could hear us. I don't even think the wind could just feel us. And we sat in the back. I showed y'all the little thing. We was chatting and everything. It was real comfy, you know, but we was talking at such a low level, like this, like real calm. I said, well, we're gonna head out. Stand by, you know, love you, brother. Sister, love you, brother. Love y'all too. It was that was it. I don't know nothing else. So you want to get there, pay attention. Right? We're students who become teachers who remain fucking students. We're never meant to know everything. We're meant to know so much more though. Whenever I hear somebody say mere mortal, I be wanting to snatch a motherfucker by the throat. So I've got to get beyond that point to get to the next frequency that I'm supposed to be on. But you motherfuckers can surpass me like, so share this shit. And when you see the imbeciles come, make sure the notification bells hit. Make sure you subscribe. I will be setting up things where I let people know this is what I want to discuss. I'm going to do shorts too where I make statements. Let's see if you understand what the statements I'm making, because actually some of them sound like attacks. No, it means something else. I want to see if you get it. All right, that's it. They're not even showing the comment section no more. Y'all, they just said, fuck that. We're not showing this. I can go read them later. Anyway, y'all have a grand day. And y'all elevate today, okay? So soon there's going to come a day when it's going to say, these motherfuckers going to say, it's his birthday. It's deflection. No, it's not. I had one birthday. It was back in 1966 in May. No solar return. That's what we do. It's every day, my existence. I don't want to hear about time. I don't want to hear about another year. Okay? That's why they always ask you. I was like, how old are you? When's your birthday? Blah, blah, blah. Because, see, that's how they fuck with you and your trust. No, motherfucker. Stick it with a needle. It's all the information you fucking need. And if they don't get that, oh well. Y'all have a grand day. Oh, you popped up. Okay. All right. Hey, Tomahawk. What's going on? All right. Oh, you disappeared. All right, guys, y'all have a grand day. They brought you on right when I hit the screen. God damn sons of bitches. Love y'all.